Commission. Giver invocation tonight will be Bruce Leonard, the Jasper Church of Christ. Mr. Leonard, come to the podium, please. The Mayor would like to interject for just a second, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want everybody to remember County Mayor Joe Brooks from Claiborne County, who died in a motorcycle accident Friday afternoon. Joe was a good guy, got to know him a little bit here in the last couple of years. And just remember his family in Claiborne County as they deal with the loss of Mayor Brooks up in Claiborne County.
Pray with me. Father in heaven, we are so thankful for this time to be here together. We come before you with grateful hearts, thankful for your goodness and your mercy and all your gracious care. We acknowledge that every good blessing comes from you. We want to thank you for the many ways you've blessed our county, our communities, our families, and our lives. We ask your blessing upon each of our county commissioners and all who serve in positions of leadership. Thank you for their willingness to give their time, their energy, and their abilities in service to others. Grant them wisdom as they consider the matters before them, patience as they listen to different viewpoints, and courage to make decisions that are right, fair, and beneficial to the people of this county. Help them to look beyond personal interests and seek the common good. May their decisions improve the quality of life within our county, strengthen our communities, protect those who are vulnerable, and provide opportunities for future generations. Guide them in the responsible use of the resources entrusted to their care, and help them to act with honesty and integrity, humility, and compassion. We also ask your blessing upon our first responders, our law enforcement officers, educators, healthcare workers, county employees, and each one who labor each day to serve and protect our citizens. Watch over them and their families and give them strength to fulfill their responsibilities faithfully. Bless the citizens of this county, comfort those who are grieving, provide for those who are struggling, heal those who are sick, and help us all to become better neighbors who treat one another with dignity and kindness and respect. May this meeting be conducted with order, cooperation, and a sincere desire to accomplish what is best. Father, we ask you to help every word spoken and every decision made to contribute to peace, safety, prosperity, and the well-being of our county. We thank you for the freedoms we enjoy and for the privilege of living in this community. May we never take these blessings for granted, but may we use them responsibly and always remember our dependence on you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Madam Clerk, would you please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor, for doing that. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Abbott?
Here.
Commissioner Atkins?
Here.
Commissioner Blansett?
Here.
Commissioner Brandt?
Here.
Commissioner Campbell?
Here.
Commissioner Cantrell?
Here.
Commissioner Franklin?
Here.
Commissioner Hargis? Commissioner Holland? Commissioner Mason? Here. Chairman Morrison?
Here.
Commissioner Nunley?
Here.
Commissioner Rollins?
Here.
Commissioner Schaefer?
Here.
Commissioner Thompson?
Here.
Thank you. Approval of minutes from previous meeting. Entertained motion.
Motion to approve. I say.
Commissioner Cantrell, second by Commissioner Campbell. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the July agenda. Commissioner
Chairman,
Brandt.
I'd like to put SR2 update from Mr. Blansett, if that's possible.
You add that to the agenda. Put that in form of a motion, please, for Mr. Brandt. Commissioner Brandt,
I'll
would you put that
take motion to add that to the agenda.
Second.
second by Commissioner Schaefer. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. We'll put that at, We'll join that with agenda item 19. That's suitable for everyone. First read. No public comments on this tonight. Agenda item number 8, budget amendments, Marion County local government.
No, sir.
None, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Budget amendments, Marion County Board of Education, Dr. Griffith is out of town. Agenda item number 10, budget amendments, Marion County Highway Department.
No, sir, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Pickett. Agenda item number 11, approval of 26-27 resolution for tax levy. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You have in front of you the tax, rate for the upcoming year. You have what they call the inside rate, outside rate. Explain what the inside rate is. That is the special school district, the Denver School District there in Richard City. Their tax rate will be 1.0082. Outside rate, which is the rest of the county, will be 1.1129. The difference in that is the rural debt service, and people living in that special school district is not paying the rural debt service. And how the taxes will break down: the general fund will receive 0.4808 cents. General purpose school will receive 0.4044. General debt service 151 will receive 0.0462. The rural debt service will receive 0.1047. The other capital projects will receive 0.0768, and it comes to 1.1129. And this is a certified tax rate that the state sent to us.
Comments? Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Franklin, second by Commissioner Campbell. All in favor? Any opposed? Agenda item number 12, approval of 26-27 budget resolution. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. I've got a brief update, summary of what's in the budget, so I'll go over that real quick. As we just discussed about the certified tax rate being 1.1129. The tax rate actually dropped 0.647 cents from last year due to reappraisal. Of course, each year our penny is estimated what it generates. It has jumped up to $159,284. That's an increase of $59,000 from last year. So growth is good. Also in this budget, Commission passed to match the state tax aid relief program for those over 65 years that qualify through the state. And we have put $150,000 in the budget to cover that. That could be more, could be less. Last year, the state paid $107,682.
Mayor, if you've done that, will you please turn your phones off? I mean, it's okay to do things. If you want to disrupt the meeting, that's up to you, but I left my phone in the car, okay? So, please abide by the rules.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you, Mr. So last year, the state paid $107,682 in tax relief back to Marion County. So again, depends on maybe have more people apply for it this year. So and what we'll do, the state pays $100 on Miss Peggy's property. The county will pay $100. We'll match 100%. So it depends on what the state pays on each property. The nonprofits, some of the changes in the nonprofits. The fire department rescue squads have an increase of $37,500 in that. Marion County Food Bank will have an increase of $2,500. We have 3 new programs that the Finance Committee added. Whittle Senior Citizens lost a grant of $10,000. It'll be $10,000 in after this year. They not just serve Whittle, they serve the whole county. There's people from all the county go up to Whittle to the Senior Citizens Center. The Blessed Oppressed, $7,500. They deal with abuse, domestic abuse of women and children. And then Bikes for Kids, 3rd graders, $2,500. That's this program that this first year in Marion County, they give every third grader in Marion County new bicycles. They have to write essays. If you've not seen the video, they give out, hey, we got one bicycle left and the so-and-so wins. And they say, hey, listen, we got something else. They raise the curtain and there's a bicycle for everybody. It's good to see all those third graders get a new bicycle. Also in the budget, was $500,000 for the Marion County Highway Department for paving. Let's talk about the general fund balance. June 30th, you look at the paperwork, we had a $20 million fund balance, but that includes the funds that were borrowed to do the jail expansion. So if you take those funds out, we would have a fund balance of $15 million. We were projected to have a $9.3 million fund balance last year, so we exceeded that. Our projected fund balance, if we were to spend everything's in the budget, for next year is a little over $10 million. The Marion County Highway Department budget, their fund balance at the end of this June, $1.5 million. Their projected balance, if they spend everything next June 2027, will be $875,595. The general purpose school and cafeteria budgets, fund balance of June 30th, 2026, schools was $19.2 million. Projected fund balance for next year is $4.3 million. If you drive around to the schools, you're gonna see a lot of work going on in our schools right now. Heating air stuff, there's stuff going on, roof repairs, a lot of that. Central Cafeteria Fund, their fund balance at the end of June 30th this year was $4.2 million. They're projected to have a $3 million fund balance next year. When I came on as county mayor back in 2014, the school system had less than $1 million fund balance. State comptroller's office required them to send us a cash flow report each month, which they continue to do today. So the school board and director school have done a good job of taking care of their money, building their fund balance up. We have a lot of Airbnbs out in the county, all that revenue goes to the school system. Active sales tax in the cities go to the school system, so they've done a good job taking care of their money, and some other grants that's come along. Also in the budget, state of Tennessee controls the raises for the elected officials. Elected officials do receive a 4% raise. For courthouse employees, each office holder is given a lump sum to distribute among their employees. That lump sum was 6% of total salaries for each office. That sort of meets what the school system is doing for their employees, a 6% raise this year. In the sheriff's department, deputies will receive a $3.20 per hour raise, trying to keep deputies here. Jail and dispatchers receive $1.50 per hour, and then the other employees, if you fail to write down what the cafeteria workers in the office personnel will receive, they will be getting raises too. Also in the budget, our insurance policies was liability, workman's comp, vehicle insurance went up anywhere from 40 to 49%. We did increase the coverage on most of our buildings. Not sure we can afford to pay premiums on fully recovered, the cost of repairing the building or the building destroyed, but we did increase it, met with the insurance folks, and they thought the numbers we came up with was good numbers. Our health insurance, January 1st, we'll go from $675 a month to $752, and the county pays all the employees' insurance here in the county. The biggest increase in the budgets in the sheriff's department, the jail, the sheriff's department is about $574,000 increase. Also, in his budget, you put in $144,000 to buy 3 patrol cars. He has since gone back, and we're gonna be able to lease 16 vehicles for 4 years at $217,000. It'll be a yearly payment. At the end of the year, at the end of 4 years, we send them back, and we buy them for $1. Cannot issue a PO for that. If y'all approve the budget now, we cannot approve that expenditure until the state comptroller approves that. Cannot approve anything over $100,000 expenditure until the state approves that budget. And then the jail is an $87,500 increase. The only other thing that's any size, we put $65,000 in emergency management, to buy a new truck and equipment, for the truck. Steve's truck is about, saw its last leg. But all the other offices, basically, all their budget requests stayed the same, and that's the sort of introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
And y'all do have a resolution there in front of you.
Questions, comments?
Chairman,
Mr.
I'd
Grant.
like to ask the mayor a question. As far as, county employee salaries are concerned, do all of the commissioners, do we get access to that? Or is it
Yes,
just a lump sum?
we get it.
I didn't know if the finance committee got it.
Yes, finance committee had it.
Okay, well, it seems like that's made its way onto social media. And it was a relative surprise to me that I saw such a difference in pay from each office holder. So I guess my question to you is, do we have any type of policy from a county perspective on how pay is divvied up in each one of the, as far as the office holders are concerned? Like if you're a CCFO, for instance, and you have that certification, does all of our CCFOs make the same amount in the different departments internal to the county?
I don't know, there's only one CCFO in the general fund, and that's Annabelle Laney, works for me.
Okay, there's not one in the,
I think, Corey has two at his office.
so do they make basically the same amount of money?
No.
Okay, does the position from the bookkeeper's perspective or your accountant, does that require a degree, or what's the qualifications?
It does require a degree, but she has one.
Okay, okay. There was a couple questions that I was gonna ask at the finance committee meeting, but I understand it got canceled. There was a couple of things that I just wanted to ask. Stipends. I was looking for where stipends are inside the budget here, so I could identify, okay, we see the salaries. Don't you get a stipend, basically, a $10,000 stipend?
No, sir.
Well, you get, your state salary is what,
It's,
118?
yeah, but back when Esco Hughes was county judge, they voted to pay the county exec at that time, or county judge at the time, same thing with the elected superintendent. And that's where that stays today. And that come down through him, Doug Fitzgerald, Hal Moss, David Kirk, John Graham, before me. So it's not a stipend, it's just, the minimum, what the state sends out, a minimum. You can pay whatever you want to.
So you get an extra $10,000 because I see you
Yes,
were at 124, so that's sort of in your pay.
yes.
Where in the budget, as far as other office holders or employees where stipends would be inside the budget?
There is no stipends.
Well, we won't say stipend, let's say they do other tasks and get additional funds outside of their salary. Where is that included?
All elected officials are at the minimum.
Well, let's say non-elected officials, employees.
You need to ask each office holder.
Okay, now, you're the CFO, so I would imagine you.
Well, what we do as far as raises go, Commissioner Grant, we give the money to the office holders and they decide who gets it, not the county mayor.
Okay.
So then they turn their paperwork into my office to what they want each employee to give. That's not decided with the mayor's office.
Okay, last year you had an office holder that you denied their budget. Why did you do that?
Denied their budget.
You wouldn't sanction their budget, so what I'm asking is, what was the reason for that at that time? I believe it was the county clerk's office that you would not sanction their budget.
We did pass their budget.
Well, now, we went from
They went from being a fee office.
a fee simple office,
Right.
and there was an issue with monies, was there not?
They were about to run out of money, and you all give them $32,000 to cover through the end of the year.
Right, but, so the budget at that time you would not approve because there was a financial risk there, is that correct?
If it'd been this year, we probably wouldn't have.
So that's why I bring up the issue.
But both her and the trustee's office agreed to come in where we do the payroll and have a budget just like all the other offices do.
Because you look at risk, obviously, financial risk, if someone's not gonna make the budget, I would assume. So when I saw the disparity, or excuse me, more of the difference of pay between different office holders. Is there not a policy that, does the county have any type of policy as it relates to that?
I'm not aware of any.
Okay. One question I had on the budget too, I was looking at your accountant bookkeeper. Now, your salary was $124,790, but I looked at the accountant bookkeeper side was $60,760. And your proposed now, the increase was $70,500, that's a 16% increase.
Ours was 65 last year.
Well, I'm just telling you, on this budget, it's showing something $60,760. So that's just a typo?
Yeah.
Do you yourself see any problems with the pay difference with all, you know, as far as the different offices are concerned?
Again, Commissioner Brandt, that is up to each office holder, not my decision. It's not me to criticize an office holder, what they do with their money, that's their decision, not mine. When I got my lump sum of money, the finance committee gave me, I divided it up accordingly, based on experience and time there, so what that officer does, that's on them, not me. So I would say, you know, you own Rurik Incorporated, correct?
I'm sorry?
You own Rurik Incorporated, you have a company, correct? Does all your employees make the same?
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Let's move on. Entertain a motion to approve the budget resolution.
So moved.
Commissioner Atkins with the motion. Second for Commissioner Cantrell. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed?
Opposed.
Roll call, please, Madam Clerk. Yes will be an approval, no will be non-approval.
Commissioner Abbott?
Yes.
Commissioner Atkins?
Yes.
Commissioner Blansett?
Yes.
Commissioner Brandt?
No.
Commissioner Campbell?
Yes.
Commissioner Cantrell?
Yes.
Commissioner Franklin?
Yes.
Commissioner Mason?
Yes.
Chairman Morrison?
Yes.
Commissioner Nunley?
Yes.
Commissioner Rollins?
Yes.
Commissioner Schaefer?
No.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Motion carries 11-2. Next agenda item. Approval of 26-27 appropriations to nonprofits. The mayor had went over that. Mr. Mayor, I don't know if you have anything to add.
Just, you know, we give money to the museums, we give money to our veteran groups. And also shows the health department, we make a contribution to the health department, fire prevention and the rescue squad. That's gonna be over $400,000 this year for both of them. Also shows, to the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, we do, the food bank, but yeah, that's basically it.
Questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Cantrell, second by, who did that come from? Commissioner Schaefer. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 14, approval of contract for jail health care. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir, you have the contract there in front of you from Southern Health Partners. The base fee is $273,416. That's $22,784 a month. Southern Health Partners has done a good job. It's not been just a few years back when we spent almost $1 million in healthcare over there. So I recommend using Southern Health Partners and allow me to sign this contract.
Sheriff, if you have anything to add to that?
No, they've done a good job.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Franklin, second by Commissioner Campbell. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 15, approval of refund motel hotel tax overpayment. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There's a lady, and that's her name at the top, Mylatayova.
What is that?
I have no idea. If I could say that, I don't know if she's here tonight or not, but anyway, she has an Airbnb here in the county, and she is listed with Airbnb, and she come in and paid her hotel motel tax in the trustee's office. But Airbnb also collected for the same 2 months. So she is requesting a refund of $304, $168.08 went to the Marion County school system, and $135.92 went to Richard Hardy School. So, my recommendation is we pay this back and we'll reach out to the school system and reimburse us back.
So moved.
Mr. Schaefer with a motion, second by Mr. Cantrell. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 16, approval of contract bid proposal for sanitation hauling from convenience containers to landfill. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Unfortunately, back, right 1st of June, our truck driver had to retire due to some health issues. And we received permission from, Comptroller's office to use K&K in emergency buying until we could figure out what we're gonna do. So we put it out for bid. We only received 1 bid back, that was from K&K. I sent the bid, to 2 other people that sent an email requesting, one was in Texas and another was in another state. So this is the only bid we received back. K&K is a local company. Their bid annually is $191,000 a year. They have their insurance and all that. Last year, in our budget stuff, was about $161,900. And when you add the insurance in and the repairs and stuff, we spent right at $188,000 last year to cover that cost. Talked with Michelle out the landfill. They're rolling in there, they're usually done 3 or 4 hours in the morning time and gone. So this is a 6-day-a-week job. They have to work on Saturday too. And if we hire another driver, we probably have to increase the pay to get somebody. Again, trying to find somebody to work 6 days a week is sort of tough. But I'd recommend we use K&K, approve this bid.
Questions, comments? Motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Commissioner Brand with a motion, second by Commissioner Rollins. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Please note that Commissioner Atkins abstained. Madam Clerk. Approval of notaries, Madam Clerk.
Randy Creekmore, Jerry Hutchins, Cecilia Jones, Diane B. Maskill, Patricia W. Morris, Gina K. Phillips, Joyce Tate, Elizabeth Marie Thomas, Chelsea Thomason, Sheila Ware.
Entertain a motion to approve. Commissioner Rollins, second by Commissioner Mason. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 18, discuss changing August meeting date. Mr. Mayor, you want to address that?
On our meeting schedule for the 24th, there is a training, the 24th and 25th for commissioners. They need to attend, whether it's new ones or old ones or elected. That's the reason this is put on there to move it to the 31st.
Question, comments? Motion by Commissioner Campbell to approve, second by Commissioner Cantrell. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
What's the new date?
31st. Motion carries. General business, Mr. Brand, you want to go ahead?
Actually, I wanted to, Commissioner Lance is the chairman of the special committee.
We met with Mr. Thompson, the landowner, that we're gonna have to have his property on the front end. And we have 2 options, and I'll let the counselor explain the options.
Mr. Brandt, we met, we being the Utilities Committee, and I, on Mayor Jackson and county's engineer. We met with Mr. Bexford and his legal counsel. I had actually met with Mr. Bexford and his legal counsel the week prior to the utilities committee meeting to discuss his thoughts on, conveying a utility easement to the county for not only the water line, itself, but also for the relocation of a utility line for the electric co-op. He has given a price that he wants in order to sign the easement, beyond the authority I was given to negotiate with, so he came to the utilities committee, made the same request. It was not a meeting where they could approve anything like that, it was informational only, and he presented his case for his position on the use of his property. And right now, we're in negotiations with his attorneys, trying to work that out. The other options are, we can either buy that easement from Mr. Bexford at an agreed upon price. County Commission could condemn the easement, and the damages or cost of that would then be determined by a court. The other option is to go across State Route 2 and use the property on the other side of the road, but I think that's probably gonna be cost prohibitive, from what Mr. Bible says, so that's where we are.
Have we gotten any prices at all for either option?
His demand was $166,000, is that right?
160, somewhere 160,000. Oh, and the first thing, the thing about the property that we're talking about putting the water line on, the setback rule, he can't put anything on that front 20-something feet anyway. So it's on property that he won't be able to utilize to build anything on. So that's a negative part of it for him. But we had a great discussion with him. I thought, he made some good points with us, but I don't think the 160,000 is reliable as far as giving somebody that. But we're gonna continue discussing with him.
What was option D as far as if we get a cost on what it would take to get underneath the road?
I don't know, Mary, did you get a?
Yeah, it'll probably be another, on top of $188,000, probably another $250.
How much?
No, additional $250,000 on top of $188,000.
Back and forth. Pour under the road and bypass his property, not disturbing his property, go back across. Once you pass his property, that is the answer we got as far as the property.
And I believe it's gonna be delayed another 6 or 8 months or something.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Because of the permit, having to get new permits.
Anything else under general business? I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I'm done.
You good? Anything else under general business? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Oh, did you say general business?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize. I've got a question for, council. As far as the fees for legal representation for a commissioner in them performing their duty, what's our policy?
Talking about for
The pay?
legal fees incurred by
That's
commissioner?
correct.
I'm not aware that there is a set policy, Mr. Brand. I know you and I have talked about that, and, if a commissioner is covered under the county's insurance policies, then, they're provided free legal counsel by the insurance company. If it is an insurance company related defense of any issue. If it's a situation where a commissioner wants to secure their own independent legal counsel, I understand that, I have no problem with that. It's not my decision on whether the county pays for that, that would be up to this body to make that determination, but I certainly don't think it's an unreasonable request. That the commissioner wants to make that request. There also could be, under certain circumstances, an opportunity for the insurance company to reimburse that expense. The requests have to be made, and there would need to be some documentation to support the request. So, we could pursue that on behalf of the commissioner if that's an issue.
Is that something we need a resolution or to ask you to put a resolution together?
I don't think it would be to seek reimbursement from the insurance company, because that would be their decision,
Well, even
not the
the
commission.
insurance company, like you said, if you're doing your job and you incur legal expenses.
Right.
So what would we need as far as, is it a motion?
Yeah, I think
for a
if you're,
resolution?
I think if you're gonna ask to be reimbursed for those expenses, you know, from county funds, it would require a motion and approval by this body. If you're seeking, reimbursement from the insurance company, you know, we can make an informal request for that. You know, if it comes as a resolution or affirmative action from this body, it might carry more weight than an informal request from me or the mayor or an individual commissioner. But I don't know that for certain, but it probably would hurt, so.
Well, I'd like to make a motion for Mr. Gavin to go forward with putting a resolution together for legal representation for a commissioner, should in his duties require legal counsel.
Second. So we've got a first and a second. You guys just voted against the budget, right? And now you're asking the county to cover your legal expenses, if so incurred, correct?
You seem upset. Are you okay?
No, I'm not upset.
We got a motion.
Just a question, you apparently have had this discussion with the counselor prior to tonight.
You just brought up the budget issue. You seem to have a problem with the way I voted, so you have an issue, and I'm sorry to hear that.
You voted against the budget. The taxpayers need to hear you. Are you asking for the county to pay for your legal fees?
Chairman, I'm talking with you, so.
We have Mr. Atkins, you wanna try to rephrase that one more time?
No, sir, I'll
Okay, thank you.
move on.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Opposed? Roll call, please.
Mr. Chairman, before we vote
Yes,
on this,
yes, Commissioner Rollins.
I believe this would be a individual thing. Depends on what legal counsel is, what the commissioner has done. I could see the county commission paying for some, and some I couldn't see. So could that be, is that a issue?
Well, Mr. Brant, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the motion would be for just a straightforward policy to reimburse commissioners for legal expenses incurred if they're related to the discharge of their duties as a county commissioner.
I thought they were already covered.
Well,
Should be for reimbursement of personal counsel.
Would that be
Or
a
if they
question for
chose to
CTAS?
seek other counsel other than
Independent.
what was provided.
Correct, independently.
Okay, so let's proceed. You're fine. Let's proceed with
Would that not be a question for CTAS?
it. Go ahead.
Some of it could be covered and some could not be covered.
Well,
We need to know the difference.
I think Mr. Rollins' point is well taken in that it may need to be decided on a case-by-case basis, but that's not the motion that's before you right now. So you need to vote on the motion that's before you now, and then if you wanna, somebody wants to expand that
So
further.
we can research that, and if we vote, if we don't take a vote on it, or we vote no, not to look at it, to just approve it tonight, we can still look at it to see
Sure.
when and what
Sure.
circumstances.
Absolutely.
We
Yes,
can
sir.
cover that.
And Chairman, if any of you get subpoenaed in the function of your job, then you should be reimbursed for your legal expenses.
I got that.
And I was subpoenaed as it relates to an issue with an individual that came up here and got kicked out of the commission, meeting. So I got subpoenaed on a Friday, and I was supposed to be there unbeknownst to me, and had to get legal counsel immediately. So that's why.
Okay. So you want it brought under that circumstances over what happened to him? Is that what we're gonna look at?
Which is an individual case. Chairman, Commissioner Adams.
Procedurally, when you have something like that, our E&O insurance should be filed upon. That's the next step. That's the reason we pay for that. E&O insurance should be filed upon. Once that E&O insurance is either approved or not approved, or if there's a difference of what the cost of that would be, then we would make a decision at that time to, because we don't do carte blanche, hey, we'll pay pretty much legal fee out there, because there's so many items that can come up, and I see your point, Commissioner Brandt.
Or we can define it to, if you're subpoenaed to testify or give deposition or an interrogatory, I would assume, especially if your opinion is different than that, what the council, or the insurance company, would be defending the county over.
But the E&O insurance needs to be informed first and foremost, correct?
They were aware of the suit, obviously, and we're defending, the named county officials in the lawsuit. Mr. Brandt wasn't named as a defendant, he wasn't being sued, he was being subpoenaed for deposition for evidence, to give testimony, you know, by one of the attorneys already involved in the case. And Mr. Brandt is correct in that he had a short period of time in which to respond, and, he chose to.
But his short period of
hire his own attorney.
Correct. Now, what can sometimes happen in situations where the insurance company has an obligation to defend multiple parties, multiple individuals or multiple entities under the county's government umbrella, if there are conflicts between those individuals or those entities, then they can separate the defense and they can hire separate legal counsel for each. I'm not sure if they would have done that in Commissioner Brandt's situation or not. It never got to that point, but they could have theoretically done that. But whether it would have happened within the time frame that he was under, where he was required to appear for a deposition, I can't answer that. That's a question for the insurance company.
But you did have to compromise.
Yes.
So Commissioner Brandt has every right to come before the commission to ask for reimbursement. That's correct?
Correct.
Nothing prohibiting that.
That's correct.
Okay, so no one is denying.
Were you served,
Yes,
and the time limitation that they gave you was how long?
that's correct.
How long was that
I got served on a Thursday and I was supposed to be there the following day.
That's not proper service.
That's how it happened. But the attorney that I hired squashed the subpoena. I think I know if that's the legal.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
So my recommendation would be, we've got a motion on the floor, we need to vote on it. But we do need to take this up, and get our process down, and how our procedures will be followed in the event that this happens.
Right.
And then, once we get that taken care of, Commissioner Brand, if you've got your attorney's fees that you have incurred, that will be submitted under that process. And we want that process, unfortunately, you're really the first that this has happened to.
Well, I don't wanna see other commissioners go through it either.
Yeah, I agree. So, Counselor, can we work through a procedure for that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, all I'm saying is that the motion that's before you right now is not limited to that. It's a broader policy of simply reimbursing as the way that this motion was presented. So you'll have to vote on that first. If you wanna do something different, you certainly can.
But again, until we get this procedure down, the policy down, any commissioner could file on any grievance that came up.
Correct.
And they could hire whomever they could, carte blanche, right?
In theory, they could, if you all approve it, so.
Yeah.
I'll take that, the motion, in lieu of putting the policy together, so if that's the right path, I'm fine.
So you want to rescind your motion and let Mr. Gower work on policy.
Correct.
Is that correct?
You said my second.
You rescind your second.
Do we need a vote on that?
No.
No. I'm not talking about the, I'm talking about the one before we have to do it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You will eventually, when
When
it's
it's done,
yes, sir.
when we see it and go over it, yeah.
So we're not voting, Commissioner Brand, you rescinded your motion.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Can we
Good.
make a motion?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to suggest that, Commissioner Schaefer, that you all make a motion to go forward with drafting of a policy for reimbursement of county commissioners in the expenses that they incur that are not covered by the insurance company.
Right? So you're making that motion. We got a second by Commissioner Brandt to authorize, Attorney Gallagher to put together a policy for us to look at. Correct? Is that fair enough? Yes, sir. Okay, all in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner Schaefer.
Since Mr. Brandt has already incurred expenses for this, do we not make a resolution to reimburse Mr. Brandt for his money for hiring this attorney?
You guys can make, Mr. Shepherd, you can. I think as part of that, I think if the commission chooses to do that, I think first there should be a request made of the insurance company to reimburse. Because there was some discussion about that with them. Commissioner Brandt and I talked about that. There was some discussion with the insurance company representatives about them reimbursing him for those necessary expenses that he incurred, because of the short time factor that he was facing. The formal request has never been made to them. I don't have the amount, I don't have a statement of invoice, anything like that to send to them. I'll be glad to do that. If he wants to share that with me, I'll be glad to send it to the insurance company representative with a request for reimbursement. And if they don't reimburse that, then you all can consider doing it, or if you wanna try to address that tonight, you can certainly try to do that in a motion.
I think we need to take the first step and go to the insurance company. I know I'm speaking for your money, and I apologize, but, I mean, obviously, the insurance company bears some responsibility in this. You know.
What we're voting on right now is what Mr. Gallagher, as far as policy is concerned, right?
Correct.
We'll draft something for us.
Yes, that's what we just passed the vote on, yes, okay, so, we're good with that.
Do you need you don't need a motion for Mr. Brandt to bring you a statement for you to proceed?
No, that would be Mr. Grant's prerogative to do so.
Well, again, I think we just discussed, once the counselor has created a policy, the procedures of doing so, Commissioner Brandt can submit his receipts from what he's paid. We're voting on policy procedure, that's taken care of, and that will be submitted once that policy procedure is agreed on.
We should have been allowed.
Okay, got that, everybody good with that? Now, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Brandt, Commissioner Brandt, second by Commissioner Campbell, all in favor by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Meeting adjourned.